Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new Ask Victor video, sorry. This is the video where I answer the questions from the viewers. So if you want this show to continue, please leave the questions in the comments below and I will answer them more or less in 1 month. I do this in the middle of the month. This time is going to be the 14th that I will put the video. Can be between 13, 14, 17 of the month. So on this range normally I do the video depending on what I'm doing and how is going my painting and so on. So here I will answer the questions that they put me or the viewers put in November, and then in Jan we'll answer the questions that you will put now. So the next will be more or less 15th of Jan, 1 day, 2 plus minus 2 days more or less. Okay, so let's go for the questions from the previous month, and the first one is from Edic Beer 40k. If you are not subscribed, I highly recommend to subscribe to his channel. Great answers, glad you remember the name, haha. Do you ever get bored of painting, or find as you get older your concentration levels have reduced? One thing that keeps me motivated to paint is I really change a lot the type of miniatures that I paint. Now, for example, I'm painting goblins, okay? But I'm already preparing to paint an elder. That is from the Blackstone, and I'm preparing Necrons. So you can see there is quite a variety. I try to challenge myself and do different things. I did also projects that were quite long, like my Imperial Knights. They took me the 3 months of summer. So no, I don't get bored. The point is I stopped doing other activities like video gaming. I reduce a lot the reading because I use most of my spare time to paint. And my way to keep motivated is when I get bored of painting something, I change the type of miniature. I look other things that will motivate me more to paint. My levels of concentration, I don't think they have reduced. I can still be painting for 3-4 hours without a stop, but I have to go to bed somewhere. Yeah. Normally what's happening more is that close to the end of the week, Friday, for example, that I would like to paint longer. Sometimes I'm so tired that I prefer to go to bed. So what is clearly is when I'm tired, I'm losing concentration. I do more mistakes. But so far I feel okay and I don't feel bored. So I think it's in the last years it's been the most active years on painting from my side. So I was not painting that much, for example, 10 years ago. Okay, let's go to the Vince Venturella questions. So we have 3 questions from Vince Venturella. Let's start with the first one. What is your favorite figure from Blackstone Fortress, and do you hope they do more with Men of Iron? So to be fair, yeah, I will take my favorite figures are on the Loyals, okay, on the Explorers, and I will say maybe this is my favorite figure of the Blackstone Fortress, maybe the Elder Lady. This is a really nice one. I really like this Elder Lady, and I think there is a lot of potential to do some nice paint job. This is the miniature, the Iron, how it's called, the Iron Man here, or the Man of Iron. The Man of Iron he's talking about. It's not really my favorite style of miniature, and I like to have this for. I think it's very interesting for fluff, and I like it to have it I think in the Blackstone is okay, but not my favorite. I will say maybe if I have to choose one is the Elder. I like a lot as well the new Chaos, how it's called, the new Space Marine, the Chaos Space Marine boss, and yeah, and I like this guy. This guy also looks very interesting to paint, who is a Rock Trader. I think the 2 Rock Traders we have to know. I will put this next to, because I also have here the Rock Trader miniatures. So these 2, I really like these 2 miniatures. I think these 2 are quite nice. I will say that, yeah, I like both kits. This guy is also very interesting to paint, very 40k-ish. So it's really based on the, I have one miniature that is very similar to that, but I will say if I have to choose my favorite unit, I will take the Elder. And I think if I play Blackstone Fortress, is going to be with this lady because she is my favorite miniature in this kit. I really like a lot the pose, I look, and I like the concept. So I think I really like this one. So what are you excited for hoping for in the new chapter proof? So the thing I was hoping for, of course, we know what is in the chapter proof. I was hoping and not hoping at the same time. So I really love from the first moment that there is a better rules for the Sisters of Battle, but I would love more to have an actual Codex of Sisters of Battle. So I hope this is not delaying too much the release of the Sisters of Battle as a faction. If this is released in 2019, most likely I will get involved on them. I already have 2000 points with metal miniatures, so yeah, but it's one of my favorite miniatures in terms of miniature design and also in terms of background. I love the fanatism and the ecclesiarchy and the Ministorum. I really love the Ministorum faction of the Imperium. So Sister of Battle, and yeah, and normally I think that there is three things that I like. Is these better rules, okay? I like to see new scenario rules. I think this is very important, and I think in the chapter proof what I have here up to now, they have created some great scenario rules. So I think this is super great. And the third thing is points adjustment. So these are the three things I expect from chapter proof: better rules, points adjustments, and some newer scenarios. And I think I will be happy with the chapter proof as it's coming. Let's go to the next one. Are you going to pick up Wraith and Rapture? Excited for the new Lineage minis? I don't know when. Yes. So I don't know. I need to see what comes in the kit. Looks very interesting. I think the cost is going to be 125 euros if I'm not wrong. I need to check. And it looks like a box of Slaanesh against Khorne. There are some miniatures of Slaanesh that I really love, but I want to see really what is coming on this kit. Until I don't know exactly the box content, I don't know if I will pick up. The other thing, it seems that there is new rules and new books on that, but I'm wondering if these books will come later on outside of the box, because I have a lot. The problem is I'm really interested on that, but I have a lot of miniatures to paint. I have the Blackstone Fortress, I have the Rock Trader ones, I have a lot of kits. I have the Speed Freaks. I really want to paint these orcs, so I have so much to paint. And there's so many interesting things that are coming that I cannot couple with everything, and I have to be more choiceful. So I'm not sure about that. I'm excited about the new Slaanesh miniatures. I want to see the new Keeper of Secrets. I think if the new Keeper of Secrets is good, it's going to be maybe the demon year. I want to paint the 4 great demons, okay, the new plastic kits. So I want to paint one of each. I always love the great demons, and I want to paint them. And if Slaanesh is coming, maybe I start with the last one and I finish with the first one. And yeah, and on Khorne, I don't know if I will paint a Scarban or just a standard demon. Okay, but yeah, excited to see. I happy with what I have seen so far, and I really love the lady with the harp. And I have seen the rules. It looks quite tough. So I really love the new Herald, or the new, yeah, it's called the new Rhapsody from Slaanesh. So it looks, I think she looks very, very creepy. And it's what, for me, this is the vision of Slaanesh, the access on this, on all the aspects. Not just the sexual access, it's just also the access on feeling pain, the access on torturing, it's like, for me, Slaanesh is like a Dark Elder, but put to even more extremely. So a Dark Elder and Slaanesh should go in a very similar concept. So they should like the pain, they have to like the torture, they have to like, the only difference is that Slaanesh will also like to access the noise, and they will like to access the music, and they will like to access colors and all this type. And I think and Dark Elder is more focused on torture and pain. So let's go for the last questions. Is also another 4 questions, but they are going to take me so long because they are quite broad and interesting questions to answer as well. So they are coming from Alexander. Okay, thanks a lot for the questions and great show as always, referring to the previous one. And some questions for you next, as Victor, this one. So Christmas is around, yeah, Christmas is just 10 days from now almost, 12 days to be precise. What have you wished for? To be fair, Christmas, I wish not to spend too much money. This is what I will wish for, but yeah, I wish, yeah, if we talk about broadly, I always wish that we have health and as usual the normal things, right, that make I always look for my family first. If I look for a hobby, yeah, I always like to have more and more plastic, but I have to limit myself. Maybe as we were talking, the realm of chaos will be my present for Christmas. But I'm not sure I will go too heavy on Warhammer because I already purchased. I will go more for books than for other type of presents. Okay, so let's go. How many meters have you painted this year? Wow, this is a tough question. I don't know. I will need to check. Just give me a minute. So I will look what I have posted in Flickr. Okay, and yeah, this is more or less what I have painted this year. So I started here finishing Mortarion that I started on December and was finished on Jan. Then I paint the Sepulchral Guard. I paint Bretonnian, so a unit of more than 20 peasants. And then I paint, let's go up, I paint the Escher, Necromunda Warband. So we are going to be now on about 35 miniatures plus Mortarion. Then I paint the Warband of the Blood Rivers, so we go to 45 more or less. I will just make very wrong count. We paint the Chosen Axes, so I guess we are at this moment at around 50 miniatures plus Mortarion. The Skavens, 5 more, so 55. So I've Skaven, I mean, and then the Blood Warriors, 5 more, 60. And I paint the Blood Secretor, 61. The Sisters of Silence, 66. 5, the 5 Guild Knights. So we go from, no Guild Knights, Questing Knights. So we go to 71, and then I painted, I think it's, how many Blood Rivers they come in the box? It was 20 Blood Rivers? Let me see, yeah, I think it's 10 Blood Rivers. So let me take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, no, it's 20 Blood Rivers. So we were on the 70 miniatures more or less, 70, 80 miniatures. I lost count, no. The Blood Secretor, and then I paint the Blood, how it's called this? The Magor's Fins. So yeah, we are more or now on the 85, and then the Far Striders, 88 more or less for that numbers. So let's go to the next so 88, and then yeah, I paint the Lord Arcanum, and then the 6 Knights, so I paint 6 Knights as well, and the Knight Incantor, and the Evocators, and then I paint terrain, I paint the Galvanic, Servo Howlers, and some terrain. We are on the 100 meters more or less, the Chaos Lord on Juggernaut. I will make a video at the end of the year putting all what I paint, the Blood Bowl team, and then the Briar Queen, the Forge Fiend, and there was almost 20 Blood Bowl Orcs. That is what I just painted. So I will count 130 miniatures, between 120 and 140 miniatures more or less. And in that number we have quite some big miniatures like 4 of the big knights and 2 of the small knights and Mortarion. So quite, yeah. Normally I guess I will finish by being painting 150 miniatures more or less the year. So it's what I paint more or less in 1 year, 150 miniatures. So I paint enough to have a good army normally. So yeah, this is what I have painted. So let me go back to the questions, and then how do you feel about the year 2018 in terms of our hobby? Okay, I will say I'm more focused on Games Workshop, and I think Games Workshop it's surprising me year after year. There is only one thing that I was thinking I'm missing this year. I miss the launch of one Primark. So in the previous years they were launching Primarks, and this is the first. So we had last year Mortarion. 2 years ago we had Magnus. And yeah, last year we also had, on 2017, we also had Gilliman. But this year we have not seen any new Primark. And maybe it's the only thing I was missing. But to be fair, it's going to be a great year, another great year. We had the relaunch, I like the relaunch of AOS, so the AOS 2 I'm really enjoying. I miss to play more 40k. I would love to find more players for 40k. But I think on the other side it compensates playing Shadespire, AOS and Kill Team. Kill Team have been surprisingly good for me. Unexpected. I was not expecting that they will do Kill Team as a separate game. And I think in Workshop I'm really looking forward to see how all these games will consolidate at the end. Because we have a lot, Games Workshop is opening a lot of different fronts, right? We have the 2 basic games, right? 40k and AOS. We have Necromunda, we have Blood Bowl, we have Kill Team, we have Shadespire, we have Adeptus Titanicus. I will never go to Adeptus Titanicus, too many games. And then we have even flanker games, that is Speed Freaks and all this type of things. So curious, of course Speed Freaks will not need more support, but I'm really curious to see how they will support Necromunda, Blood Bowl, how they will keep all these games alive, and how many people will be able to play. I think it has to be tough for competitors because they are giving so much variety of miniatures, of concepts. Yeah, even 40k is growing so much that yeah, there is a lot of stuff from Games Workshop, and really in my case it stopped me to go to other brands because I'm really enjoying what I'm painting. I really enjoying changing from one game to the other, and I don't have time to get bored, to be fair. So if I have to evaluate 2018 in our hobby, I think it's great. I think Games Workshop is really making the push fit. They can improve, but this lady is a push fit miniature and she looks amazingly good. Okay. So again, I showed it before, but also the new goblins, they look much better. So here we have one of the squeaks I'm just painting. I hope you can see it. It's going to be, the light will not help too much. But yeah, I cannot put the light better. But this is one of the new squeaks. Okay, let's see if I can. Okay, these are one of the squeaks. I will put a tutorial how I'm painting that on the next weekly. But I'm painting now these goblins, and I'm really enjoying. So also these miniatures for me. These miniatures from Rock Trader, I think they are incredibly good. As I'm more on the painting part, I don't care too much if there are good rules or not for the Kill Team or for the Warhammer 40k, but I will play them as well. As I'm playing miniatures that are not the most efficient in tournaments. And then what are your hobby plans for 2019? New army, wishes, expectations for 40k AOS. Okay, as I said, maybe one of the things, let's see if they've put out any Primark, I will pick and paint the Primark and I will do a tutorial, this for sure, because I want to collect the Primarks. But the other thing I like to have is the Great Demon, so maybe I will go more into, instead of buying, I would like to paint some of the big demons as I did this year. One thing that was pending for me for a long time was to do a Knight Force. I did the Imperial Knight Force. Now I would like to make to paint the demons. In terms of tournament, I want to get more and more involved. It seems that now AOS starts to grazing is growing more in Belgium, so I will get involved more in tournaments of AOS. I hope there will be more offers this year. So I'm shifting a little bit. So I'm putting more priority now on AOS and next priority on Warhammer 40k. In terms of hobby, I will start a new army, but only very small force. I will paint the Forge Bane Necrons. Okay, just to have a small force. I want to have them ready in case I want to use them in Kill Team. Okay, so I will paint the 5. I know that it's not going to be very competitive. Maybe I will buy a box of Necron Warriors, just to have a little bit of parity for Kill Team. And that's all, okay? I will not invest too much on Necrons. I will not go for vehicles, something like that. I really want to keep it small for very small games and to have this option. This is one of the things that I get involved. Another thing that will be new, I have to see if I have time. I'm looking up because I have the Speed Freaks there up. So maybe I will paint the vehicles of Speed Freaks. Not intention to make an orc army. I don't want to start painting green skins. If I will do goblins or orcs, I'm looking forward to see how the codex of these guys, of the battle tome of these guys will look like. Maybe this can be interesting. I'm not planning to start another army. I have Nighthound to paint. Okay, so I have Nighthound to paint and I have a lot of Stormcast Eternals to paint and as well as Space Marines. So I will focus more on trying to paint what I already have. But if they launch, and if I buy some miniatures, it will be because they come on a starter set, like the Speed Freaks, like Rogue Trader in a while, or like the box of Blackstone Fortress, because I like to collect this type of games. Okay, it's more because I like to collect the games and really because I need more miniatures to paint. And this is going to be the focus. So I will try to balance new miniatures and all miniatures as I did this year. I still have some quite old miniatures to paint, and I'm looking forward to see as well what will come with the demons. Chaos having always my where I have it's going to be always my starting point in hobby. So it's the part that I'm really always putting an eye on that. If I consider my player, or if I have to put myself on a faction, I will always, in AOS today I will say that I'm a Stormcast Eternal player, but if I talk about 40k, I will tell myself that I'm a principal Chaos player and then Imperial player. Okay, so yeah, that's the point. So let me summarize a little bit my plan. So maybe to go for the 4 great demons, to paint them. Let me know in the comments below if this is something that may look interesting for you. If there is the new Keeper of Secrets, I will start from that and then start painting some of the new new demons. Shadespire, I will paint all the warbands. This is guaranteed. Necrons, I will start the year painting my Necrons for Forge Bane. This for painting part. I don't do plans more long term. So I normally try to do it 3 to 4 months view. And then for hobby, I will give priority. I will try to go to tournaments at least. I will try to do once a month if it's possible. Once a month to go to tournament, except when I'm traveling. But I already subscribed for one in March. There's not too many offers of tournaments for Jan or Feb. But one tournament a month or one game a month. So I want to do at least 1 or 2 battle reports per month. This is one of my targets. So I want to play a little bit more. So if there is no tournaments, most likely we will go to the Games Workshop store to play some pickup games. I will give maybe my main priority is going to be Age of Sigmar to play, followed by 40k, and then I really want to see if I can play more Necromunda in Fury as well. Necromunda is a game that I really enjoy to paint the miniatures. Painting Goliath, the warband and the Necromunda band of Goliath, maybe it's the other thing I have to do next year. And that's all what I want to talk here. I hope this is interesting for you. Let me know in the comments below if there is something that you would like to see in 2019 in my channel. Really looking forward to see what you would like to see from my channel, and what are your expectations from this channel for 2019. If there is any tutorial that you would like to see, also leave it in the comments below. And yeah, and I think that's all for now. So as usual, thanks a lot for the questions, thanks a lot for watching. I hope this channel is it's fun for you. Okay, and I want to thank everybody that is supporting this channel, is making comments, is giving a like, and at the end is subscribed. So it's really it's one of the motivators to keep me painting and to keep me making stuff to share it in the channel. And that's all for now. Give a like if you have liked this video, share if you think other people can be interested in what I am sharing in this channel. You can also support me in Patreon if you want. And as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye!